Hi everyone, this is Lillian Mutambo. Thank you so much for tuning into this live stream. I would like to discuss this topic, which I am very disappointed and shocked at the level of desperation of the current government, PF government, who have showed desperation in a way that I don't even understand what they are on about. Sorry, let me put my phone on charge. And what their plan really is. Please share this video as I start talking about this matter. Now, I want to share a little story before I start, because sometimes it's always good when you experience certain things, when you know certain things, that you know the levels of seriousness. COVID-19 is not a joking matter. COVID-19, yes, it does exist. And we know that people have died. In the UK, for example, more than, it's now over 47,000 deaths within a short space of time. And in Zambia, the death rate, which I believe has been exaggerated, is maybe about 300 or so people have died. And the way COVID is not a joking matter. It's not something that you can even play about and say we're having a rally, we're having this event, and you have a huge crowd. It's a very deadly. I'll give you an example. There's a lady we call Auntie Bridget, because I'm waiting for people to come. So as I wait, I'm going to speak about this. Auntie Bridget is a YouTuber from Nigeria based in the UK. Now, Auntie Bridget is a qualified social worker. She's got a 14-year-old and I believe an 18-year-old. These are older children. And when schools resumed in the UK, she's always been, careful, looking after herself. And then one of the sons brought COVID at home. There's a video. I am going to share the link on this platform so you watch Auntie Bridget. She was in hospital in ICU. The child went to school, one child went to school and brought COVID in the house, and the whole house was ill. Now, I fail to believe if truly we have coronavirus in Zambia. Having spent more than 3 months in Zambia, I don't believe we have the high levels of COVID. And Bowman Lusambo is using this as an opportunity to campaign. Now, for those of you who are not aware, who've never traveled, who don't even go anywhere, you don't even have a passport, I will tell you something that the government is doing. These are receipts of COVID-19 tests. 1,000 kwacha per person. If you want to travel outside Zambia, you need to pay 1,000 kwacha receipt. Now, how many people travel daily from Zambia to go wherever? Thousands, Abi. So where is that money going? These are the questions we should ask. This real proof, original receipt, not fake. These are receipts. And that's the amount, 1,000 kwacha. COVID-19 in Zambia is now a big business, if you are not aware. Private hospitals are charging 2,100 kwacha for you to have a test. And then they tell you that you need a certificate of travel, of which you don't even need that. You don't need that. And they tell you it's 1,000 kwacha for the certificate. So imagine people who are many in a family and people who travel for business. How many are paying this 1,000 kwacha? And you think Bowman Lusambo will just have an event with which money? This is the money they are using. This money. And I've kept this as proof because I know that there is no COVID in Zambia and they are using it as a means to make money, to make profit. They are taking advantage. Tell me something. If somebody goes for an HIV test and they want to travel to a country, do they pay for HIV test certificate to show that they have HIV? No. If somebody has TB, do they pay? No. I know even yellow fever is free. I think you pay 30 kwacha or something for the book. 30 kwacha, it's not even much. 1,000 kwacha per person is the cost today in Zambia. This is proof. I don't talk from without. This is proof. Lillian Mutambo, there is my name. 1,000 kwacha for you to do a test. So, Bowman Lusambo has decided to invite Mafikizolo and Master KG. No dispute. I like those guys. I can even go to their concert. But the event is not the right event for them to attend. And that's why I've started a campaign, ban Mafikizolo, ban Master KG. Not on the grounds that I don't like their music. I love their music so much. But for the fact that a politician is using public funds to bring artists all the way from South Africa. Those guys don't travel in cheap class, by the way. First class is more than $5,000 per person. And they have to live in 5-star hotel. They have to eat good food, security. Just for one person, they will be spending more than at least $50,000. Now that's your government that does not prioritize the people of Zambia. If Bowman had said he was going to have an event where he was donating things to people and, you know, sensitization, face masks and whatever, it's fine by me. After all, it's government money. But he's using this as an opportunity to campaign. And by the way, as opposition, nobody is a crybaby. And stop as a youth of Zambia and you people that always talk, UPND, you're crying, UPND. It is you who will suffer. I have a visa to live in the UK, permanent residency. I'm not going to suffer. It's you that will suffer, and we are fighting for you. Mr. Hakainde Hichilema is a millionaire, and he is fighting for you, not himself. If this person was selfish, he would have been living in the Bahamas. He can afford a private jet. Our president now, President Edgar Lungu, acquired a private jet which requires more than $60 million to service the jet. And you are there seated, mocking when you see a young person standing up to say, we don't want this. Regardless of any political affiliation, we should stand united and get rid of PF. That is why if I see Dr. Nevas Mumba say something sensible, I share on my YouTube channel. If I see Dr. Chimba Kambwili share anything sensible, I share on my YouTube channel. We saw Silavwe saying something very important, and all of a sudden you are all, we have leaders like this. It's because you are sitting in your bedroom and all you're doing is spending time the whole day talking about a man who decides to marry 2 women. This is where we're wasting our time. Look, I feel sorry when people start saying, you are campaigning, you are looking for votes. Excuse me. Tell me if you can remove 4,000 kwacha and give a branch and give them 3 bags of rice. No, you can't. And that's money from my pocket, which I'm using for my YouTube channel, which I could have used to buy myself a house on mortgage in Britain, by the way. But I've decided to sacrifice the money that I get from my YouTube channel to help people. And your government is using the money that is supposed to be to help people who are living in poverty to invite artists all the way from South Africa. Now, this is what happens when you have a grade 2 who's a minister. This is what happens when the government has ignored people who are intelligent and bright. The president of Zambia, sir, you don't listen to advice. And where we are now, you have allowed cadres to come in and shape this country, which would have been better than this. There is no way we can have Stephen Kampiongo order police trucks. The government of Zambia presently, PF government, is a waste of time. And they only have 10 months. By the way, I am begging you, as long as you vote for anyone else but PF, please do it. Because you will live in poverty even worse. You understand? My children are British citizens. They go to UK schools for free. If I have no job today, the government looks after me. Now your government is using the money. Is using the money to do what? To invite people. And yes, Niley, that's why I said I have a visa. I can come back anytime to do what I have to do. I use my own funds to campaign. So the money that I'm using, I have to make it from Britain. So it doesn't matter my location. What matters is I'm working hard to help my people in my country. That's what's important. So now, what do I have to say? Right now, Mafikizolo will be in Zambia. And people are saying, oh, why are you trying to stop them? Or who are you to stop them? No, it's not about who are you to stop them or why are you trying to stop them. The reason why I'm talking about this is because of the levels of poverty that I'm seeing in Zambia. It's just that I cannot expose the images that I received a few days ago. I wept. A family is living in poverty in Kalikiliki. And another family, somebody sent me. And the person said, please help this family. And you will hear one minister mock at people in the diaspora who are working to look after elderly people. Do we have jobs in Zambia? Do we have jobs in Zambia? Right now, the youths, majority, they are seated at home doing nothing. Majority of the youths, all they are doing is spending time on Facebook, wanting to know who is the baby daddy for this one, who is the boyfriend for this one, who is sleeping with who is doing this. That is what is concerning Zambian youths. And I feel sorry because believe you me, next year, if PF wins, you will suffer, Pepe. Beyond any shadow of doubt, you will suffer. It's not time for you to mock. You are aspiring. It doesn't matter whether I'm adopted or not. What matters is President Hakainde Hichilema makes it to State House. The man is an economist and he's intelligent. He's brainy. This man has made himself a millionaire. Look at the suit he wears. Have you seen Mr. Hakainde Hichilema wear cufflinks and what? The guy is simple. Drives a simple Land Cruiser. Whilst you see cadres, they come on Facebook and show off to say they are living luxurious life with stolen money. And that's what you spend the whole day complaining. Look at this cadre. That cadre knows that you're going to talk about him. That's why he's sharing. And by the way, he's an aspiring MP in Kafue. He donated 150 bags of meal. With which money? How much is a bag of meal? They are stealing right before our eyes. The same cadre is the one who was going to defend he was the one who was going to defend Dr. Chitalu Chulufia when he was in court. A criminal, a thief. A thief is going to court over corruption cases with the SCC, and cadres are there escorting them. This is the Zambia we have been reduced to. A Zambia where for you to survive, you need to be a cadre. You understand? And for me, if I'm helping for a political party to win, it's not because I need a favor or because they are giving me money. It's because I can afford it. So if you can't afford it, join me. Join me for us to win 2021 without fail. Not you mocking. Abanabo. Whilst Bowman Lusambo is inviting Mafikizolo all the way. Like I said, I have a visa. So you are the one who will suffer. You understand me? For you to even apply for your university, for you to go even elsewhere in the world, how can you suffer? How can you even afford to pay? Do you know how many scholarships year in, year out come through, but you never receive them because the cadres they are giving family members? So many. For you to get a job as a teacher, you need to either sleep with the counselor or pay 25,000 kwacha. Lots of teachers are jobless. There is no food in Zambia. Zambia right now is in poverty war, whether you like it or not. And then Bowman Lusambo calls it a PF rally sensitization of COVID. What nonsense. That you use a virus that can kill people within a minute to gather in thousands. All in the name of sensitization. That is a lie. In the next government, we will not allow cadres, people with no education, to be in position. Bowman Lusambo, what certificate does he have? Grade 2. All he knew is power. First he was in MMD, the hour, cadre making noise. Then he went to power to power to. Is it like this? Their symbol. Power to power to power to. I'm telling you, even when UPND wins, Bowman or Lusambo will try to find a way into UPND. These are desperate people who don't even look at how you are suffering as a Zambian. So that money that they're going to spend could have fed thousands of people. And by the way, the international media is watching. We had somebody, a spokesperson from Britain, who came and met President Lungu to discuss the elections next year. And the PF government, their plan is to make sure at every polling station, any polling agent from UPN or any other political party, because NDC, they are also one of the strongest at MMD, they will be sending strong cadres to chase them away so that they should rig the election. So stop wasting time talking about useless things. Stop wasting time talking about rubbish when we need to get rid of grade twos. How many of you graduates are seated at home right now? When that Bowman is only a Kaponya and he's a minister of Lusaka. When I saw Bowman Lusambo's house, I wept for you. You should be angry and do not entertain their rubbish. Bowman Lusambo's house is like State House. Somebody who's just been in government for how many years? He's been looting all the government money to build his mansions. And this is just Lusaka alone in Chamba Valley. What about the other areas? With tight security of police and guns. For what? What is he scared of? They have tried by all means to frustrate UPND. Yesterday we saw Mr. Patrick Mocheleka, who is the UPND Vice Secretary General. He was there as a campaigning manager in Kasama at the Lukasha elections. Guess what happened? They observed that cadres were holding machines of NRCs to duplicate, or is it to make more NRCs for whoever that they were making. And when some people went there, they were angry, they took the machine. They now pointed to them to say aggravated robbery. When we have that stupid boy, is it JJ something, who went to, he's stupid, and I'll say he's stupid because he went to beat up police officers. A stupid boy goes to Central Police, beats up police officers, robs them. And guess what happens? The boy has been acquitted, he's free. And people who are just speaking for the people, they are arrested. Almost 5 of them were arrested. And yesterday they were released on bail, 10,000 kwacha. President Hakainde Hichilema turned up in Kasama. Cadres were all over trying to block him. Police somehow worked with him. And then when President Hakainde Hichilema was about to go to court, police blocked him. Under whose instruction? And you will say, he is a humble leader. Which humble leader? And then 18 October, you will go and pray. What rubbish? What praying are you praying? Somebody who does not care about your welfare. And then you will listen to him because he's a humble leader. Because he's quiet. There was an ECZ meeting where the president is supposed to speak. A whole president of a country. Quiet for 2 hours. When he's supposed to clear his name. This is an opportunity for him to speak and dialogue with the opposition. He was quiet for 2 hours. And then you tell me he's a humble leader. Humble my foot. Humble leader knows what he's doing. He's playing like he doesn't know anything, but he knows what he is doing. President Lungu is the biggest pretender. He is pretending as if he can't see the suffering of Zambians. And then he calls himself the experienced certified leader. Which is certified? Who certified you? Who certified you, President Lungu, for you to be calling yourself a certified leader? If you had even said experienced corrupt leadership, I would even accept. Don't give yourself titles which you do not even deserve. If you go to the news right now, check Al Jazeera. Over $21 million of medical supplies were sent to Zambia. Where are they? They went missing. 21 million. Do you know the value of $21 million? They went missing. Right now, the international bodies, the ambassadors of America, they are working in the background trying to see how can they help to make sure that we have a free and fair election. President Lungu, he pretends like he's so humble. I'm sorry, the man is not humble. Because if he was very humble, his family wouldn't be living in poverty. His family lives in stinking poverty. I'm even using the word stinking poverty, and they have given me the permission to talk about them. Stinking poverty. He doesn't even help, not even one of them. And then you think he'll help you. And all you see is cadres enjoying their lives. People with no education. And when you go around Zambia, this is the most disgusting part, is where you see the flag all over. And I said, God have mercy. Zambia is a dictatorship. And I don't care what anybody says. I have a right to speak. I have a right to speak because there's no way, even in England, you will never see the Queen's face in the streets of UK. Never. Only when it's her birthday. You will never see Prince Charles' face all over. Only if it is their wedding or something. But in Zambia, you see every market, there's that flag flying like that, that chitenge, making the whole place look dirty. Okay, so there's no way we can be allowing people with no qualifications standing in our country, and then they bring in their own kind of Kaponya arrangements of having a concert, and you'll be watching and say, I'm a politics. It is your right to speak. When you speak, nobody should do anything to you. It is your human right. And this is what they've done. They've put fear in you. A lot of people say, you just talk because you're in the diaspora. I've been in Zambia 3 months and I've been talking. Nobody stopped me. I kept on speaking. It's because I know my right. It's because I know that it is my human right to speak against things that I feel are not right. The president did not even wish I call him Dave, condolences. I'm sure he read it somewhere in the news, but he wished a fish, condolences to CBU. But somebody who made noise, because Dave's death was all over media. There's no way you can tell me that you can miss that. But he wished a fish, which wasn't even important. So what am I trying to say? You can say that I'm irritating because you're a cadre, and I don't care what you say. You are typing because you receive 50 kwacha. Poverty mentality is in your head. And we need to stop that. We need to stop people receiving 50 kwacha and they are happy. Just because their bellies are full. They don't care about what the government is doing. My belly is full. But at the end of the day, I still want to speak for the people of Zambia. Because I know I want to see a better Zambia. There's no way I can be seeing children missing school because there's no school in Kalikiliki. Because the current MP has decided to squander all the money. The Constituency Development Fund, CDF, is $1.5 million, $1.8 million kwacha a year, 1.8 million kwacha a year. Are you telling me for the 5 years that the Honorable has been there, has failed to even build a clinic and a school in Kalikeleki? This is what happens when you have people who have no vision for our country. So next year, PF, their plan is to threaten you. They will come and give you 50 kwacha. The type of politics we have now is where they're giving people a bag of 10 kg millimil and 5 kwacha. You are selling your birthright to give somebody a comfortable life. It's you that will suffer. It's your children that will suffer. It's your generation that will suffer for the next 5 years. How can we have a country like presently now, 12-year-olds are getting pregnant because they don't go to school? 10-year-olds are getting married because poor families, they cannot afford. Nobody can arrest me. For what? For speaking. For speaking because Bowman Lusambo has decided to lie. In the UK, where there is more than 47,000 deaths of COVID, all the concerts that were supposed to be held, cancelled. And you tell me you are calling it sensitization. Pubs that used to be open up to 2 a.m., their time has been reduced to 10 a.m. In fact, it's only where they eat food. And they have to count the numbers. Is it 5 people? And people have to be in spacing. Don't tell me that somebody will arrest me for what? For who? For speaking the truth. for speaking the truth, because I've said that what Bowman Lusambo is doing is wrong. Okay, can Bowman Lusambo show us evidence of where they're collecting the funds to pay those people? Because the concert is free, whatever it is free. And I say we have to ban those guys and tweet all over. Not because we don't want them, we don't like them, but because they're coming for a corrupt rally. A corrupt rally. We have musicians in our country, Zambia. Why didn't they use King's Malembe? Because King's is a proud puller. Why didn't they use Slap D? Why did they use Makitu or even Chef 186? Chef is an international artist. But you want to bring artists from outside to come and sing. And this is the time our musicians need to rise up as well. I was impressed with Nigeria. Davido went to confront police. The IG. In Nigeria, there is what they are calling NSAS. Because in Nigeria, SARS are like anti-robbery squad that have been killing people. If they see you with a phone, with a laptop, they kill. They are also criminals themselves. So, Davido went to campaign. I saw Burna Boy. He paid for posters worth $30 million. Posters all over Nigeria. NSAS. Wizkid was in London protesting. NSAS. Davido. Name it. They were all there. Those that couldn't make it, that are abroad everywhere, they were sharing NSAS. And that is a human right of anybody. Nobody arrested anyone. Police were just there to control the noise and to stop any confusion. Look at America right now. Check their pages. They are tweeting and sharing about that beautiful woman, is it Harris? And you are in Zambia. You're concerned about politics in America. Wizkid tweeted to Buhari when Buhari was wishing Trump and the wife, wishing them well during COVID when they were ill. And you know what Wizkid said? Wizkid, with his verified page, Wizkid said, "Sir, let's be concerned about our country, Nigeria. Let's forget about America." You find that many of you, you're worried about what is happening in America. You're concerned about what's happening in all these other politics, but your own country, you're not involved. Because you are scared. You're cowards. You are cowards. You should stop being cowards. And you need to stand bold and brave. Because it is your democratic right. If Zambia is a so-called democracy, you wouldn't be here telling me, "Oh, why are you talking about?" Arrested for what? For saying that Bowman Lusambo is using public funds to host a meeting. In the UK, you cannot use public funds the way you want to use them. Even $1, you have to account for it. But we don't even know how Bowman Lusambo is using all this money. Where he's collecting this money from. It's up to you. Go there. Gather, go and watch and listen to these people. It's up to you. But I can guarantee you that place will be overcrowded. And when the place is overcrowded, you come and tell me tomorrow that there is COVID or there is no COVID. And that's why I say Zambia, COVID is a scam. They've used it as an opportunity. Right now, our government cannot borrow money from anywhere. They are not allowed. Right now, the president even applied, because you don't like reading, so you don't know. Right now, the president of Zambia has even applied to default. The president of Zambia has planned to default the loans, and they have denied him to default any loans. They need to pay back over $11 billion. Yet we have no schools. We have no clinics. There's no desks. There is no proper facilities for the youth. And there you'll be there praising. And I get shocked when I go to his page and people will be praising our leader, our president. I said, God, because of 50 kwacha, you'll be praising somebody who's living in leisure. You understand me? Like I told you, ain't no problem. Like the Ghanaians will say, me, ain't no problem. My children will go to university for free. They are guaranteed. When they are sick, medical, free, they are guaranteed. What about you? You are not guaranteed. For the future of your children who are born and unborn, We are fighting for them to have free education from grade 1 to grade 12. People are asking, what is the UPND manifesto? President Hakainde Hichilema shared his testimony where he said because of the free quality education that he received, look at the way he speaks eloquently. He was able to go to university. President Kaunda, at least, despite us being under his leadership for 27 years, he made sure there was education in our country. Not these people who don't even care that you're going to school. Now you have young people, when you ask them, what is your occupation? I want to be a cadre. Because they've seen a cadre flaunting a house on social media. They've seen a cadre having pubs. Most of the cadres, I've been watching them, they have pub and grills. They are doing, and you go and even drink. You are very good. Me, I can't. To go and drink in a cadre's place because the person owns the place and you'll be there. Hey, which boss? It's poverty that is making you call someone boss. Because if you work hard, you will never call anyone a boss. You will never call anyone a boss. These people don't deserve to be called bosses. Now I'm giving you a challenge. Start sending the message about President Hakainde Hichilema. Start sending a message about Dr. Nevas Mumba if you like Dr. Nevas Mumba. I love Dr. Nevas Mumba. Everybody knows that. Start sending a message about Dr. Chimba Kambwili. And for me, I would even wish that all these parties come together and form an alliance just to get rid of PF. Just to get rid of PF. Because we don't deserve this type of suffering. And if I see you fasting on the 18th, I will slap you from this camera. Don't mock God. These people are using religion to lie to you. We are praying for our country on the 18th. On the 17th, Chari Ravashana na Mafikizolo. They dance. Then on the 17th, Mafikizolo. 18, prayer. And you too, gospel artist. You will go there and sing because President Lungu has called you to come and sing. President Lungu has called you to come and sing for National Day of Prayer. Really. The levels of poverty in our country is heartbreaking. And that's why when I started empowering people, it's not because I want to be voted in. I looked at the money that I received from YouTube. I get paid by YouTube, by the way. And I said, look, if I can empower at least, even if it's 100 people within a short space of time, at least I will feel better. That's a level of poverty. That's a level of poverty we have in our country. You see, Madam Kanolo is donating COVID-19 washing basins with her face there. And I said, Lord have mercy. The queen donates things. You will never see her face. Why? Because you want people to praise you, to idolize you, to worship you that you're working hard with taxpayers' money, with our father's pension, with our father's money, with your mother's money, with your family money. And then you come and tell me they are working hard. Which working hard? Right now, those of you who pay tax, I bet you pay above 25%. And then you'll be praising someone for putting a road and a bridge, a flyover bridge. Come and see bridge in Rwanda, a country that was war-torn. Do you see Kagame praising himself everywhere? But this is somebody who is working hard. Rwanda was a war-torn country, a very war-torn country. But guess what happened? He never praises himself. And he's tried by all means to push his country forward. And it is a task to you that as long as people are paying this 1,000 kwacha for COVID-19 tests, know that we are in trouble as a nation. Know that as a nation, we are in trouble. And I've seen some musicians say, I don't want to be involved in politics. I don't want to talk about politics. Davido is not a politician, but he stood against SARS. Wizkid is not a politician. And these are people we emulate because they are doing well worldwide. But what do? We sit back, we are cowards. We don't want to be in anyone's trouble. And Patriotic Front knows that majority of you people are cowards. And that's why they are doing what they are doing, because you will do nothing. They will give you 1,000 kwacha and you shut up. They will give you 50 kwacha and you shut up. It's up to you. Let's continue with the campaigns. Let's continue watching what's going on, and let's continue to work hard together as Zambians. At the end of the day, you and me deserve a leadership that will look on the welfare of the people. The elderly people in Zambia, they are suffering. They are in poverty. There is no care plan. Nothing. And then you will hear Madam Kandoluo say she was bathing Abakote kuwa sungu. What about Abakote in Zambia? They also need to be bathed. What are you doing about it? The government of UK has made sure they've put care packages to bath the elderly people in the UK and wherever. But guess what? You are rather mourning. So this is what I wanted to say. Please share this video. It's up to you to vote these guys. You know, vote for them and continue suffering. Or vote for an economist who knows how to run a nation, who has run his wealth to be the richest man in Zambia, not by stealing from anybody like the second richest in Zambia. But this person has worked hard. At least, let's get rid of a visionless government. This government has no vision. No vision at all. It's up to you if you want a visionless government or you want a government that will have a vision. And me, once I'm a member of parliament, I'm not a bootlicker. I'm not a person that will watch things and keep quiet. I will complain. And I will talk about them. We promised the people this. Let's deliver. And that's why we need many young people who are not hungry to be in government. Me, even if I'm sleeping, I get paid on YouTube. I wake up, I get paid. No musician can pass the money I get on YouTube, on my channel. Just on YouTube alone, I get enough money. So I'll carry on speaking about these things because I am feeling the pain. I am feeling the pain for you guys, my Zambian people. Zambia is our country. And if we need to have a leadership that is accountable, pick a leadership that will be strict. I can tell you this. President Hakainde Hichilema is a no-nonsense person. And if you are not accountable, I doubt people will survive. I doubt. When people saw Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, they thought he's a holy guy, he's a pastor, he'll be flexible. He entered in office and started firing people. I don't think he's a no-nonsense guy, he's a no-nonsense person. And that's the type of person we need. Somebody who's stable, somebody who's had one wife. Not you are married, you are in this place, you have a child in State Lodge, a whole leader. These are the leadership you have. They have women all over. And this is what's going on. So for me, like Zalome Zulu is saying, COVID-19 is a scam. You understand? We need somebody who is stable in their mind that has, you know, President Hakainde Hichilema really impresses me. The guy has never been excited about money. If it was some of you with just 1 million kwacha, you go gaga. Even your accent will change. But the guy speaks African. The guy is humble. He dresses simple. That's the type of person we need. Okay, so thank you so much. Let me read some few comments. MD says, why Zambia is not progressing is simple. Over the years, we have been very unfortunate with the type of leaders we produce, served. Zambia cannot change. Of course. And this is what is happening, recycled leadership. And for me, we see a leader that jumps from PF in 2021 and you come to UPND. I will protest. I'm telling you. I'm not a person that allows rubbish. We see someone that was frustrating people. A person like Bowman Lusambo. You come and join UPND. For what? Because it's a constitutional right? No. We don't need people who used to mistreat people to be in our government. And you've seen One other thing that I wanted to tell you, we had a youth protest. The youth protested. They were asking for permission to protest, and they were denied. There were only about 200 NDC youths and UPND youths. They were denied permission to protest. Guess what? The guys decided to protest in somebody's yard, and police went to storm that house. This is true story. Bang the doors, looking for the people. Where are the people? Where are the people? Somebody is in their yard, invading somebody's premises because you are police. And for me, I am very disappointed with some of the police, the way they are behaving. But some of the police, I love them because they even tell me, say, Madam, we are with you. They say it, we are with you. The time when Madam Kandoluo sent people to come and look for me when we had a meeting, police told us, police, Madam, they're about to come, leave. So by the time police were coming, we were not there. So not every police is corrupt, and don't be angry with any police officer. They're just doing their job, because at the end of the day, you won't feed them. They are just serving the government of the day, which is abusing power. So Bowman Lusambo is abusing power. Many of them are abusing power. And the president, God bless his soul, I feel sorry for him next year, because the same people that are shouting his name, next year they will dump him. Believe you me, next year, there will be the people that will dump him. And yet, he handled them like his children. They will jump to another leadership. You know, we have people who are hungry that just go after people who have wealth. The moment they see he's working, or maybe he's not doing as well, they will dump him. Believe me on that. So him too, he needs to be careful as to who he feels these people, they are close to him. They love him now because he's in power. Once he loses that power, they will dump him. So he needs to strike a balance by loving everybody and not being selective as to whom he loves. So this is what those guys that protested, our youth chairman, Munali constituency, and NDC, they were now looking for them, and they were denied permission to protest. 22nd June 2020, we saw the young people that wanted to protest. They protested in the bush. And then a whole youth minister came to speak as to how there is money available for Zambian youth. They are now formulating lies. That money that they say you can apply for, that 1,600 you can apply for, you can't even collect it now. How are you going to collect it? That 1,600 is a scam. It's a scam. They were just collecting your details. And at the end of the day, they are not going to give you that money. I have not met anybody who registered that has gotten that money. The only people I've met are people who've collected chickens from Madam Kandoluo, and they've eaten the chickens. So this is what we're talking about. We need to have voices to speak out. People cannot be blocked to go to court because you don't want them to be there. People cannot be arrested for simply expressing that, why are these people holding a machine? Today in Zambia, a cadre is more powerful than a police officer. And by the way, me, I move with Christ. Regardless of how they try to intimidate me, I move with Jesus Christ. God is the one who ordained me to be in this leadership. And believe you me, they've tried to come after me, and wherever they come, I'm not there. Because I have started my journey with God, and I will carry on with God until I see myself in parliament. And it is for your good. So what are we trying to say? Somebody saying it is not poverty to distribute to my eggs. I don't know about what you're talking about. I will slap you from the camera. Yes, I will slap them from the camera. Alipo says Lusambo can't even support his own artists. Where is Honorable JK and Dandy? Tell them they are not. Kachivia says, I need that money from YouTube. Yes, the ground is not favorable for them, but problems are real. So in 10 months' time, definitely PF is not going to win the presidential election. Believe you me on that. That one, I can give you £1,000. Okay? I can give you £1,000 for you guys to share. And when PF wins, as long as we know each other, you follow me on my Facebook page. We're going to go for lunch if PF wins. But I can guarantee you they are not going to win. That's what I mean. They are not going to win. Okay, so Peter says, I don't think these opposition leaders can make an alliance. Yeah, you don't know their plans. Richard says, the flower is back on the ground. Something familiar is part of the world. Chisenga, he said, get out. You two get out, you useless cadre. Hungry. That Lusaka bridge is trash. Of course, it's trash. There's another one they made by Alliance Francaise, that rubbish bridge. When you're driving, you have to go like that. Tax is killing entrepreneur startups. Yes, Florence says, just imagine they come and get our money back to their country, and we have people. I watched a video, a very touching video of Debonaires. Workers from Debonaires haven't been paid for the last 8 months, 9 months. And then a whole labor minister. I don't even know what that woman is doing in that position. Madam Joyce Nonde, you have failed. 2021, I'm getting your job. I need to be the labor minister. You cannot talk like that. How can they be going for work for 9 months? It's their own. Excuse me. A labor minister, you should be an advocate for the people of Zambia. Even say, can they come to my office and show me evidence? Somebody's just sending me a picture here, they are in hospital. It's pathetic. You know, and then I also need to talk about the guy who was stabbed as well. The guy that passed on. I shared the last time, I said, look, this person was wearing a red t-shirt, Holly Hansen. Me, I was in Mutendere walking about, and I was wearing my red beret, and the guy, and the chitenge and everything, and the guy said, you are bringing demons here. I said, it is my right. He said, Chokani Apamade. I said, it is my right. Me. You don't know me. So when people say, when you're in Zambia, can't stop. When I was Mutendere there, by the cadres, me market, I passed them. And I told the guy, I said, look, this is my right. Did you pay my fuel? Did you buy my bills? Did you pay for me? Even how much? I said, if I give you 50 kwacha here, you will shut up. Because it's 50 kwacha they give you. That's how he even kept quiet. And I carried on. I'm bold. This is my country. Yeah, like somebody saying, if you're against her, why are you watching? You are coming here to watch me. And then you are against me. So that's the guy that I talked about. May his soul rest in peace. He was stabbed in the head here, because he was wearing a t-shirt HH, which is Harley Hansen. Just because the t-shirt said HH, people just stabbed him, thinking it's Hakainde Hichilema. People don't even have a right to wear their regalia, but we see PF people wearing their regalia everywhere. And I have a secret for you. If PF give you the chitenge, collect it. Use it for cleaning when you're cleaning. Okay? Use it for cleaning. That's what our women do. Women in the communities, they use the chitenges for cleaning. They say, but at the end of the day, the chitenge will never feed you. So that gentleman was wearing HH and he was stabbed. He was in Levi Mwanawasa Hospital. I went to see him. I did some TV kind of interview, and then I called upon the UPND media to come, and they did their own write-up and everything, and we made sure we shared the story all over. And 2 days ago, he died. He was buried yesterday. This is the government that we have now that want to put so much fear in people, whereby people are, they are not peaceful. And for those of you who are saying, you are here, we didn't know you've done this. Me, I told you I don't announce. Tomorrow I'll be in Zambia, you won't know. You understand? At the end of the day, you have to focus on the game you're playing on the ground. Are you working as well as a Zambian? Are you pushing for things? I'm using my money. You too use your money. Push, sacrifice. People need to register as voters. Support them. There's so many things that we've done in the background. People need transport money to go and collect their NRC. Push a lot of those things. So you to play your part. At the end of the day, you will live better next year, because we're going to reduce the economy. At least, if you can't trust somebody who's a millionaire, then I don't know who else you will trust. I don't know who else you trust. So that's what's happened. So a lot of people have sent me emails complaining about how they are suffering, they are not being paid at work, people are still under quarantine at Chinese companies, and Madam Joyce Nonde is not doing anything about it. I don't know why she even gets paid. These are people who are getting paid for nothing. We don't need such type of people. You guys are educated. Some of you, even though you don't have up to degree, you are much more sensible than most of the majority of you. The reason why you don't have a degree is not because you want, it's because there's no opportunity. But then for me, I have pledged. It's not just about Munali constituency. Me, I want to make sure at least 200 to 300 people, they go to university. I will mobilize funds. You saw me mobilize funds for Chila, 30,000 kwacha. How can I fail to mobilize funds for you? I'll mobilize funds from all over the world, because it pains me to see young people spending time on Facebook. And somebody saying Zambian kwacha is losing value. Yes, the kwacha is 25 kwacha, 1 pound. 1 pound is good for 25 kwacha. And for me, that's why I said it's you that suffers. Because me, I get in pounds by YouTube. So tomorrow the rate is down, the rate is up. I don't suffer. You suffer. And YouTube pays me in pounds. So I'm fighting for you, and let's stand together united, regardless of your political affiliation. Silavwe, when he spoke, nobody said because I'm this party, I won't listen to him. Everybody supported him. His page is now over 10,000 likes. So let's stand together united. Whoever we feel has a voice for the people, let's push them forward. If you have money, support them, sponsor them. Even Silavwe, sponsor him, support him. He deserves an opportunity. So what are people saying? It's true, madam, go ahead, tell them. Simani says at COVID-19 sensitization rally, yet we have had biggest shows in the country that were cancelled because of large gatherings, and here they are organizing an nonsensical rally. Yeah, even for UPND to meet 30 people, police come all the time. Police are there to disturb your meetings. This is an unlawful gathering. Unlawful gathering for what? But Bowman Lusambo is having a rally. So we also need to organize a rally for all the other opposition the same day, same area. Okay, so Taonga says, I was sure we are made disgruntled youths because of our leaders who are greedy. I'm wearing a full armor. If I find any chance to be in politics and support HH, just go to the secretariat. Wait and see. PF government is winning, whether you like it or get lost. Rubbish kada. Okay, so somebody says I love your boldness. So thank you so much, everybody. You are an aggressive woman and not the tired vice president, yet she continued benefiting taxpayers' money. Yeah, the vice president, we only saw her 2016, even on her Facebook. And then she came, she didn't even talk about Vespas, didn't talk about Mugala that passed away, didn't talk about anybody, Yeah. Chanda Chita, I've been away for some time. You wouldn't even know. I don't announce my movements. It's just to show you that it's you that will suffer. Us, we can travel anywhere. We are at liberty. I need a break. I need a holiday. I need to breathe. And I also need to make sure I check up on one or two things. My car and all those things. So I need to bring my car to Zambia. So yeah. Otherwise, thank you so much. It's a girl, Lillian Mutambo, also known as Galwapa Z, Lillian Mutambo, aspiring MP. People like to hear the Lillian Mutambos. You've heard so many things that, have gone on in Zambia. And somebody, was it Sia One, he made a statement about the Mafikizolo issue, where our Zambian people, and people were saying, speak for Nigeria. Nigerians are protesting. We are quiet. Okay, Thomas says you are a threat to, if voted in governance, you can be a dictator and brave. Oh, rubbish, Thomas. Talk rubbish. All these PF cadres, what are you coming here to do? Honorable Council Sola says, thank you for speaking out for the voiceless. Kachunga says, you inspire me, madam. How I wish I could be close to you, mentor me in politics. Thank you so much, everybody, for your support, your love. Share this video. Bowman Lusambo, next year, like I said, fikapwa, fikapita. A lot of people may be admiring them now, but believe you me, these guys, they are not going anywhere. like Musumba is saying, yeah, graduates, UNZA graduates, when the UNZA graduation was taking place, graduation is something very important, very, very important. And UNZA decided to have it virtually. I watched it. It's there on their page. Why? Because of COVID. We have to protect ourselves. And then a home minister says, I'm going to call Mafikizolo. I'm going to call this one. It's my country. I'll allow them. And that's why I said, Madam Godfrida Osumahili must, by any means, prevent these guys from coming on moral grounds. People asking me, what do you mean moral grounds? I mean, there is poverty in Zambia. And during this time of COVID, many people are not working. People who were working as maids have no jobs. People who were working as garden boys have no jobs. So you have to stop these guys from coming. If truly you are a fair leader, because you have not allowed other people to come in like pastors. I'm not saying I'm for the pastors that were being, deported, but it is only fair. These pastors were coming to see their people for their own thing. You denied them to say they are a threat to the country. You denied Libet Angel from coming. You denied other pastors from coming. But you're allowing Mafikizolo to come because it's PF rally. And why am I even talking about you anyway? Because you were even talking at a rally using God, Al Jazeera English aired how Zambia is losing billions through illicit financial flows. Zambia accounts for 65% of money lost through declaration of exports in SADC countries. And believe you me, there is no normal investor that will come to invest in Zambia now. No. They are waiting for these guys to go. Then they will invest. It is a risk to invest in Zambia now. And even the US government has pledged $28 million in our government to pump in our government once President Hakainde Hichilema wins, because they know the guy is capable. But this government that is there, $28 million, when you give them, they'll go and buy fire trucks worth $50,000 and say it's $1 million. Have you spoken about it? You are quiet. 48 houses that have been built. We don't know the owner. Tasila Lungu, yes, I wished her good marriage. But when she fenced a whole pack, she fenced a pack with millions of dollars. Which money? A councillor gets paid 3,500 kwacha. At least an MP gets paid 30,000 kwacha. But a councillor gets paid 3,500 kwacha. Where did the councillor collect money to fence a whole national reserve or whatever park you can call it? Yeah. Delete. Okay, Zambia used as a case study. And then I also shared the other day a video of copper concentrate, which our government is planning to export. Somebody sent me a tip, and I shared a video on my channel. It's here on this platform. And the government is planning to export whilst you are suffering. Okay, so there is no better place like home. It's like those people who are out in foreign countries are happy. It's a situation that drove them. Of course, who wants to be in a foreign country? Nobody wants to be in a foreign country. But at the end of the day, it's the poverty levels that drive people away. How can we have graduates not working? There's a lady from Canada who contacted me. I said, Lily, I'm so impressed with what you're doing. I also want to come back to Zambia. And I asked her, what do you do in Canada? And she told me, I work for the government. And I said, my sister, don't. All I can tell you is start investing in Zambia. Give yourself a 5-year plan. 5-year plan, invest. Then you can run a business. But for you to leave the job that you're doing in Canada to go to Zambia, and you're getting paid about 3,000 to 5,000 Canadian dollars per 2 weeks or so, madam, you will never get a job like that in Zambia. That's why most people, they think politics is for people who steal. Politics is for people who are supposed to serve the people of Zambia. People who are willing to sacrifice. People who are willing to get paid 30,000 kwacha or 5,000 kwacha, and they receive $2 million and they use it for the people. But when they receive that $2 million, it goes in the pocket. And then you see girls parading on social media. They are now stars in Zambia because they are sleeping with ministers, married ministers. Because there's no job. That's what they are doing. And some of them, they even become celebrities on media because, on social media, because they are dating this one. And all of a sudden you're admiring, your skin looks good, your hair looks good. And this is what the Americans get shocked about Africans. What is, yes, you want Brazilian hair, no problem. But I'm not going to put Brazilian hair, which is worth $200 or so, when people are suffering in Zambia. For what? Who am I showing off to? Hair of a dead person, come and put it on my hair. It's up to you, it's your choice. I can afford it. Like I said, my YouTube channel pays me a lot of money, but I don't want to waste my money. So because you see people wear all those, they flaunt, they what, and then you say, oh, these people are doing well. At the end of the day, do not be carried away with these luxuries. One thing about even Dev's death, one thing that I was taught is that life is fragile. Just a few days ago, he shared on Facebook. Few days later, he's dead. The other girls as well that died, Tandiwe, when you look at their profiles, these are beautiful kids. 1 minute they are alive, 1 minute they are gone. So we need to make sure we leave a legacy, where we're helping people. That $200 you're using to buy Brazilian hair, go to the compounds. Go to a place. There's no way you can tell me you can't identify people in your local community. Identify the people and support them and help them. Empower somebody. Take one person to college and God will bless you. Thomas, get lost from my page. Stop irritating my page. Okay? Stop coming to my page, talk rubbish. Okay, so empower people. Do all those things. At the end of the day, these people will remember you. The other time I was sharing about that young child that was admiring. People said it's not Zambia. It doesn't matter whether it's not Zambia. That's what's happening in Zambia. Go to Munali roundabout. You see children playing drums to collect money. Those children are the future of our country. They should be in school. But the government doesn't care. They have no plan for those children. And people were wondering, oh, but why don't you collect those children? I hope. That is why we are planning from grade 1 to grade 12. At least grade 1 to 12 education should be free. Everybody should have free education. You understand me? And for me, I shared the young lady that I support in school. Not because I'm looking for political mileage. I started sponsoring that girl even before I even started politics. Out of love. Because I thought, no. There's no way this young lady who's a single mother can be living with her grandmother and be suffering like this. And people were shocked. Oh, you mean you have this person? I said, yes, I've been sponsoring this person in school. And even myself, I fought hard for more than 25 universities to make sure they accepted people in the UK. I'll share a separate testimony on that as to how I got myself a degree on a full scholarship. I was the first black woman, black African, Zambian and that. Even now, there's no Zambian that has ever gotten that scholarship. I'm the only Zambian who's ever studied on that free scholarship, undergraduate. You can't get an undergraduate scholarship in the UK to study. UN report highlighted an example of how Glencore swindle our country of millions of dollars worth of a copper export. In short, we sell our more copper than the money we get. Okay, Justin says, I wish many young people were thinking like you. Soneka says, we need such leaders like you, Munali Misuse. So thank you so much, everybody. I have to go. I've got a lot of things to do, but that's what I wanted to say about Bowman and Lusambo. Bowman and Lusambo, your time is coming. Your time is coming. Even the word term honorable, the guy doesn't deserve it. The guy is a cadre. He was simply given a position because he was the biggest cadre noisemaker. He doesn't deserve it. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody. See you on my next live stream. And for those of you who have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because any revenue that I make on my YouTube channel helps the people in Zambia. Take care.